This is one of those videos that can potentially change your life forever. Listen, if you're a struggling real estate agent or somebody that's thinking about becoming a real estate agent and are sick and tired of listening to the narrative that the market is dead, hang your license, go find a job, then I have news for you. The market is not dead. The market will never be dead. There's always a buyer. It's almost always about the price, and you can find the buyer for the right price. That being said, in today's video, I'll be covering my personal journey of 8 years being a real estate agent and now a daycare developer with multiple developments under my belt. I own, operate daycares and run a very successful team out here in BC. We've been ranking top 20 teams within Canada within my brokerage, Real Broker. This is not a recruiting video. This is just coming from a position of me wanting to put something out there that can potentially help somebody that's at the crossroads of making that decision if they should go into this full time or if this is something that's even for them, or they should go find something else and do that with their time. Now, throughout my journey, I'll start with when I first started. This was about 2017, 2016. I had a major loss. My dad passed away and I was just fully lost. Took some time off, left my job, all that, and I was in the process of writing my exam for the real estate license at the time, which I delayed for 2 years from before that event happened. But anyways, that was a wake-up call for me, and I decided to get my license and go all in. And I started as a marketing admin for a brokerage at the time, and I'm super thankful for them taking me in. I had some marketing background. I went to school for marketing, did a diploma, so I was able to sell my services at $2,000 a month at the time, running full brokerage marketing operation, which ended up getting them 30 more agents in under 6 months from when I started, and they promoted me to the marketing director of that company for that time. And that's when I realized during these 2 years of doing the marketing director role for an entire brokerage, working with top producers, working with people that were brand new, working with people that were part-time but were in the business for a long time, it opened up my eyes towards something that was almost missed by every single agent that I helped. And I helped a lot of agents set up their marketing. Okay, now why am I sharing this with you? Because I know that you're hearing from others, from your competition, from people that are not even your competition. There's just a lot of negative shit out there. Okay, and I don't want you to listen to that. I want you to listen to the voice in your head that if you see yourself doing this, definitely you can make it happen. If somebody like me with no connections, with no sales experience, could sell more than $300 million worth of real estate in the last 5 years alone, you definitely can do better than that. Okay, now here's what most agents were missing. They were all reading these books and telling me to read them as well. And I did read them, gained a lot of knowledge from them. One of them is, The $1 Million Real Estate Agent, and then Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. So a couple other books related to sales and tactics and, all these kind of things. But none of them really helped me get a client. And that was the biggest problem with most real estate agents. Leads. They are good at their job. They know what they're doing. They're dedicated. They're motivated. They're hustling. They're willing to spend 16 hours a day doing showings, but they just don't have any clients, which is the problem I fixed for that brokerage and those agents. And then the second problem came out of that these leads are garbage. Okay. Now I had some experience with creating leads online because of my daycare business, which started a year before I jumped into real estate. So I had run some Google ads, some Facebook ads. I created a website at the time on, I believe it was GoDaddy or Wix, one of these platforms. And I had to figure all this out myself because I didn't have a job, just started a new business, lost my dad, supporting my family. So I had to really learn this and did everything from scratch, which is what really built up my foundation for my business going forward. Anyways, so I took the same principles that I learned from running a daycare business into my real estate business, or my clients or my brokerage's real estate business at the time. I was licensed, but I didn't do a deal till 2018. I got licensed early or late 2016, but zero deals till 2018 because I was playing the role of marketing admin and then marketing director for this company. Okay, coming back to, again, the biggest problem and the challenge that came after the problem, and then another problem, and then solution to that. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is problem that most people face in their business, which is generating leads and then converting those leads into closed transactions. A lot of people were doing flyers, they were even running some ads, but nobody was converting because all of them had this one single pattern that I realized across the chart. They thought very highly of themselves that, oh, I'm fucking this guy. Why would I pick up my phone and call? Okay. Oh, I've done these many deals. They should be calling me. Why should I be calling them? So that was what I realized after working with so many different agents, that there's a big fucking ego problem here. Okay. So I picked up the phone and I got tired of, listening to agents that were, working with me, and I was doing everything I could to bring them leads, but they were just not able to close them, and they were just saying they're garbage, they don't work. And these leads were Facebook leads back in 2017, when not a lot of people were running Facebook ads. My first client ever came from a Facebook lead. Okay, family didn't want to trust me, friends didn't want to trust me. They knew I was brand new, I have no experience. I didn't even own anything under my own name at the time, other than my family home, which was only possible because of my dad and he and my mom, and they were the ones that owned that property, even though my name was on the title. But I was never, I didn't play any role towards acquisition of that, right? So I had no experience dealing with contracts, none of that shit. Okay, I learned all that from scratch. But that marketing foundation I had built over the years, I applied those principles from theory into practical real life knowledge of running ads, attracting leads, calling them, following up with them. And at the time I started following Ryan Serhant a lot as well. And then one thing I picked up from him is follow up till they tell you to fuck off, right? So I did exactly that. I got tired of these agents complaining, dropped my role as a marketing director, went in full time in about 2019 as a real estate agent. And as a solo agent, I did 21 deals in that year. And out of that, 19 were first time buyers, the other 2 were listings. And the first client ever that I converted came from a Facebook ad. Now, at the time, no one was running a lot of Facebook ads, so I had some leverage that, not a lot of realtors were talking to these people. And when I met this first person, I still remember she's a doctor. I'm still in touch with her. She's still my client. And she asked me straight up, like, it sounds like this is your 5th call, that you really are really good at your follow-up, right? And I said, well, that's the one thing I know. Everything else I have to learn, and I can start my learning with you. And she said, what does that mean? I said, well, why don't we meet for a coffee? I'll find you what you're looking for, perhaps something even better than what you're looking for. I can go off market, I can knock doors, whatever it takes to find you what you're looking for. You just have to give me an opportunity. At the time, she was working with 3 other real estate agents that had helped her with her investments before I met her. And then upon this meeting, she asked me, you're new, aren't you? I looked you up. And I'm like, yep, I am brand new. And that's why I'm here, because you're going to be my first client ever. And I don't have anything for you to sign. I don't want to put you in a contract, none of that. I just want to show you that I really mean business, and I will find you something that you can't find yourself. And she was surprised with that. She said, you're the first guy that's saying that to me. And she said, what does that mean? Explain me what that means. I said, most agents, and this was my understanding, and which is still truth today, 9 years later, they just use MLS as their only source to send listings. Okay, nothing wrong with that. It's easy. You go make a couple clicks and you'll find a list of homes you can send to somebody. But the real work is giving access to buyers to a product that they can't access themselves through the internet, right? So that's what I said. I'll go knock doors for you. You just need to let me know what you're looking for. She was looking for a development property in a prime neighborhood on this specific street. And she said that I've seen all the homes that have been coming up on the market. They're either overpriced, or if they're priced well, they already have offers. And at the time, market was crazy. Things were going into bidding, things like that. So I said, how about this? Has somebody went onto that street and knocked all the doors for you? How about the homes that are not listed right now? Maybe somebody's thinking of selling. And I did exactly that. Found her a home, negotiated a great deal. I think it was $1,030,000. Comparables were still selling at $1,050,000 to $1,075,000. So she was happy saving 20 grand. Plus she felt that she was getting something super special because it was not on the market. And that something clicked when that happened. After that, I used the same strategy to close the other 19 or 18 deals, right? And then in 2020, I partnered up with my brother. He was working at the Brick at the time, making good money and going to school. And, I told him, get your license, man, we're getting busy. He got licensed in 2020, and that was the year when we did 100 plus deals together. Now, why am I telling you this is because the principles that I'm about to share with you now are the exact same principles I used then, and I still do till date to convert, find, and create a pipeline of leads that is always bringing me, if not more, 2 to 3 deals every single month by spending less than $1,000. Yes, there is an investment involved. No, I'm not about to sell you anything in the next 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to tell you what I did. I had a budget of $1,000, and I learned this, that I need to invest money in my business to make money. And I was already running ads for them, and I had spent almost $60,000 in ad spend in less than 12 months to know what works and what doesn't work. So it felt pretty safe to make that $1,000 investment on Facebook ads. So I did, and that changed everything, got me busy. Market also was very busy at the time, just about when I partnered up with Kabir. And, ever since then, we've been top 10% agents in Greater Vancouver board. And then we joined a bigger brand, a Real Broker, which has a lot of agents Canada-wide. And now we've been ranking top 20 on that list as well for the last couple months and years. Okay, so here's the strategy. You want to run really stupid, simple ads. You want to run stupid, simple ads, and you want to know who you are running your ads for. Like this video I'm making for somebody that really needed it. And if you're watching it, you know what I mean. This is going to change your life, and that's why you're watching it. So you need to change somebody's life for them to work with you. Okay, the type of ads you want to run for first-time buyer niches, specific businesses like daycares, for example. And by the way, I do full-time daycares now along with my real estate business. We help develop daycares. Like I said before, we own a couple locations. So if you are somebody that has clients looking for a daycare, this is a promo. You can reach out to me and I can go over what kind of packages we have to help you, and you also get paid, and you also learn during getting paid process on how to actually structure a daycare deal and how to leverage that for your clients to build portfolios for them. Now, back to the video. Stupid, simple ads. Find your niche. Find who you're running these ads for. My quick tip to you, if you're going to use Facebook, Instagram, which I did, think about the kind of people that are hanging out on these platforms all day long. Okay, I still run Facebook ads for this demographic, and you will get cheaper leads. Yeah, you can advertise luxury homes and you can try to pick up other buyers from these ads as well, but your lead cost goes higher. So if you're running first-time buyer lead campaigns, you can run campaigns like, a list of homes under 500K that you will not find anywhere on the MLS, completely exclusive and way under market value. Now, somebody that's serious and, they're scrolling on their feeds, they come across this, chances are they will click on this ad and become a lead. Now, what happens after they become a lead is what matters the most. Your response time or your automation has to kick in within the first 2 minutes of them signing up. Not 20 minutes later, not 1 day later, not 1 week later, within the first 2 minutes. If you can ideally call them right when they signed up during business hours. So if somebody's becoming a lead, 9 to 5, and you have the availability to call them, you're getting these notifications, pick up the damn phone and call them. That's what's going to help you get ahead of everybody else, even in today's saturated Facebook ad marketplace, because not a lot of agents are going to do that. Okay, and be yourself when you call them. Tell them who you are, introduce yourself. Don't try to, sell them anything on the phone. Just try to see if they got what they were looking for through the ad. Very simple. Keep your follow-ups relevant to the sign-ups, okay? Don't start talking about something else when your ad is about first-time buyers. If they get into the conversation, that's a different story altogether. Try to keep your conversations real and authentic and about the topic that they signed up for. And this one strategy alone can give you at least, if not more, one deal per month. If you're spending $1,000 on ad spend at $5 per lead, you're getting a bunch of leads coming your way every single day. And if you're calling all of them, you will have decent conversations for you to convert one deal a month. Now, here's a hack, because you waited till the end. You can go on this tool, and it's a public tool, but just a lot of people don't know about this, Facebook Ads Library. And you can see what successful agents in your market, what kind of ad campaigns they're running. It looks like this, very easy, completely free. And now with AI, especially with tools like Claude, and automation, it is so easy to set up your marketing. You need to just start taking the action, okay? Go follow a step-by-step process. Learn how to make Facebook ads, watch a couple of videos, go make a Facebook ad, get a CRM, and there's a lot of free CRMs out there as well. And if you're looking to invest in CRM, I use Go High Level, and I can help you set that up. There's a small affiliate fee that I make because of that, but that's personally what I use for my marketing and my lead gen and conversion. It is a software that gives you calling, call recording, emails, text messaging, email blasts, all of that, all in. Anyways, that's all that I wanted to share with you guys today. I am planning on dropping more videos like this to just give you more unfiltered, not scripted videos of what I think helped me come to this point, and things that I'm doing right now to get more business as well. So if you liked it, please subscribe and share it with somebody that could also benefit from this video. Thanks for watching. This is Raj signing out.